definitely in a mode of action. VN Jha, who's a former IAF officer, is also there with me live on the broadcast. Appreciate your presence on the broadcast, sir, as in fact India has reaffirmed its resolution to retaliate with full force. Now Pakistan seems to be suggesting a method after being in complete panic, in complete state of chaos, that there have been measures that they have started to huddle. Now Pakistan and Islamabad, through the remarks that have come from Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, has suggested that India in fact should help them to lodge into a transparent inquiry. How do you make sense of these reactions coming from in fact the state and the nation which has harbored such terrorist attacks?
Thank you, Simran, for permitting me to have my views on your channel. Good morning to all your viewers. Look, in the panic, now Pakistan is behaving absolutely like a child. Every statement that have come after India has imposed the initial diplomatic offensive for the terrorist attack. So everything is in that direction. Now coming back to Shehbaz Sharif's suggestion of joint investigation. Look, India should not fall into this trap because we have once burnt our finger in the Pathankot joint investigation. Nothing came out it, and in fact, Pakistan used everything at their hand to defame the investigation. So nothing we are going to achieve by including Pakistan and their investigating agency into any investigation whatsoever in this particular case. Now coming back, Pakistan has always been trying to deny that there is any terrorist on their ground. I should take you back about 6 years back when previous Prime Minister Imran Khan had openly acknowledged in front of President Donald Trump on camera that there were at that time about 43 terrorist organizations on Pakistani territory, and about 30 to 40,000 of the terrorists whom Pakistan had to feed those days of their crunch times. So it is already acknowledged that all these terrorist groups are there. At that time it was 43. Now presently it is about 60 odd terrorist groups which are there, which have also fanned out there. So we don't have anything to take from Pakistan. There is nothing that they can contribute onto it. One thing that they can do is, today if they place and take credible step in dismantling all those terror hubs, nearly 60, maybe Modi ji is always open to any positive steps in this direction. Maybe Modi government may be thinking otherwise onto any further step, but Pakistan will not do that. See, we in India, we have got 3 establishments under the armed forces: Army, Navy, Air Force, whereas Pakistan has got 4 arms: Army, Navy, Air Force, and the jihadis. All 60 of them are under ISI framework. It is being funded by Pakistan Armed Forces or Pakistani government, and the jihadi fund that come from all over the world. So they are thriving on that. Right now they are doing everything that they want. Yes, there was a step back for them. There was a setback for them in 2019 when the Balakot had happened. But then thereafter again they have got used to it, and in the recent few years they have been indulging a lot. Simran, in the last about 2.5 to 3 years, all defense experts, including on your channel, we have been suggesting the government of India and the Raksha Mantri that there are about 28 to 30 odd launching pads across the LOC in the vicinity of Indian borders, which is full of terrorists, and India should strike proactively on those launching pads, and we have got means of doing it. But Indian government for some reason chose to act passively, in the sense that let those terrorists infiltrate and then we will eliminate them. In that, what happens that you may, out of the 10, you may neutralize say 7 or 8 of them, but the 2 who are left will cause a damage and go and again flee away, or they will die. They are the jihadists. They have been told by their mullahs that if they die in the process, they will get some 72 who's there up there. Someone is supplying them up there in the hoods. So we should not do this. We must have been proactive, and that India has somewhere slightly slackened its approach. They should have given a free hand to armed forces to act proactively. But anyway, there is nothing, never too late to start with something. Now here, now Indian government seems to be showing very strong resolve to take on to these terror organizations and their backers, supporters and the sympathizers. They are on our territories also, against whom the action has already started. So I wish Indian government all the best, that they go into this and don't fall into the trap of Pakistan that they are trying everything. If Pakistan has claimed that they take it as a war onto them or terror onto them, stopping the Indus water into abeyance, let them take. If they feel it is a war mounted by India, let them take the steps that they want. Indian armed forces this time, if they come to the war stage, should have surely one objective, just simply one objective: neutralize and decimate the military might of Pakistan. That should be the objective if India has to go to the war. But war is, far ahead. Modi has never said that we are going to war. We are going to teach lessons to these jihadist organizations who are based in Pakistan, and that should be a credible step. One more caution. Last time when Balakot had happened, there was one target taken. Now, after Imran Khan has, acknowledged that there are 43, out of that 43, there are about 7 or 8 who are absolutely always against India, and they have been causing all these terror attacks, numerous, many in the last few years. So it should not be one Balakot. It should be many Balakots to eliminate these terror grounds, their training centers.
All right, Group Captain B N Jha, thank you very much for being with us, as in fact we are also